Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ed Simon, and Rebecca Pantano over there. We had the opportunity to work with your children in the 7th and 8th grade this week. Really excited to play for you. The kids have done great work all week long. And the first piece we're going to play for you, it's funny, you know, we have these generation gaps when it comes to music, you know, older pieces that we don't always recognize and hear when we're young like this. The first piece we're going to play for you is the theme from the movie Born Free. Well, most of these kids have never seen that movie, and so we played this piece on Monday, and we got it to the point where I think you could kind of tell what the melody was. And I said to the kids, I said, how many of you have ever heard this piece before? And out of almost 50 kids, 2 hands went up. So, you know, see, there's our little generation gap thing. Most of you parents and grandparents will all recognize this beautiful piece of music by John Barry. It was really kind of his big start with movie music, because this came out in 1966. But most of the kids, this is new to them. So sometimes we forget, as adults and as teachers, that what is familiar to us is new to them. So I hope you enjoy this beautiful arrangement of the theme from the movie Born Free. You know, one of the things we try to do with the students during this short amount of time that we have with them is to stretch them a little bit musically. And, you know, it's tough in the summertime when these kids could have stayed in bed until 11 or 12 every day, but, you know, they drag it out of bed in the morning, and parents, thank you for bringing them up here. But, you know, we make them count. We make them listen. We make them try to play in tune and listen to each other and share their sound across the group. That's all part of being in a team of orchestra. So this, you know, they've made tremendous progress in these 4 days of rehearsing and a little bit of rehearsing today with the performance. I'm going to have Ms. Fontana introduce her piece to you.
The next piece we're going to play for you is an American folk song called Going to Boston. It's actually a sea shanty. A lot of energy, so kids play with a lot of energy, please. Thank you.
You gotta love that enthusiasm of watching kids play when they got the music down and they're just jamming away like that. I love the power of the music, and I love seeing their enthusiasm. It's infectious. And that's the thrill of teaching kids of this age level. These kids are getting to be the teenagers, and man, they can really dig in and play, and they're having fun. Now, this next piece, we've got to scale it back a little bit and get a little more laid back because it's a jazzy piece. We've got such a good bass section. We've got 5 student players, plus our amazing Catherine Bradley back there, who's a bass major at Peabody Conservatory out in the Baltimore area. So she's really rocking on the bass, and she's going to be a pro player, hopefully, maybe even in our St. Louis Symphony someday. You never know. She'll be in some major symphony orchestra somewhere around the world when she's finished with her schooling. But she's coaching these guys. We're going to play a piece called Basics Loaded. time to get into leadership type things in this group. We've got a blend of 7th graders and 8th graders. And so we're all mixed up. We've got mostly the 8th graders around in the front, but we didn't do playing tests or seating for chairs or anything like that within this group, which is pretty typical in most performing groups. But because of the time of the camp, we just can't get into that. So the kids are kind of randomly placed, just so you all know. There's a lot of great talent in this group, but they're all mixed around. So it's kind of a fun way to just keep it a laid-back atmosphere. Come in every day, we'll play, we'll have some fun learning some new music. All right.
The next piece we're going to play is called Contra Dance. It's a modern piece, but it is fashioned after an English country dance.
Right, before we play our last piece for you to end the program today, I'd like to thank Mrs. Humiston, there she is right there, for all of her leadership and keeping us all together this week, as she has for many, many years. So as this is her last string camp she'll be leading, so thank you for that, Mrs. Humiston. Fine Arts Coordinator for being here today, to be here with the kids and watch them learn and progress. getting ready for school, I proposed to these kids today. I said, you're playing so well right now, we're all ready for orchestra. Why don't we just start school on Monday? They didn't seem to like that idea too much. I think they still want to have a little fun before school starts. I'd like to thank Catherine Bradley, who came in. She's leaving later today to go back to Baltimore. So she's moving into her new apartment over there. So best wishes to her. Thank you for coming in and working with the kids this week. I'd like to thank my colleague, Mrs. Rebecca Pantano, for doing such a great job with the kids, keeping me on track, and doing a wonderful job. So thank you, Rebecca, for leading the teaching. Family members, bringing the kids early in the morning, getting them out of bed. Thank you, kids, for dragging them out of bed early in the morning. Really appreciate it. I hope they had some fun with their music, got to learn a little bit extra, and hopefully keep that going for the rest of their lives. So the piece we're going to end our program with is called España Waltz.
everybody. Keep them playing. It will so enhance and enrich their lives, all their lives. You've given them a special gift. They may not know now, but they will be so grateful later in life. Thank you, and have a really great school year, all of you.